In the ancient city of Nishapur, during the year 206 AH, a child destined to leave an indelible mark on Islamic scholarship was born. This child was none other than Imam Muslim bin al-Hajjaj. Raised in a household deeply rooted in scholarly tradition, his father, a renowned teacher of the Quran, became his first guide into the world of learning. It was in this nurturing environment, surrounded by the rich heritage of Islamic thought, that the seeds of Muslims' future were sown. From a tender age, Muslim exhibited an unquenchable thirst for knowledge. His early education was marked by an immersion in the study of the Quran and Hadith, the foundational texts of Islamic faith. The vibrant intellectual atmosphere of Nishapur, a hub of Islamic learning, further fueled his passion. It was here, amidst the scholars and libraries of his hometown, that Muslims' profound respect for Hadith, the sayings and actions of the Prophet Muhammad, took root. As a young man, Muslims' pursuit of knowledge led him beyond the confines of Nishapur. He ventured into the great centers of Islamic learning, seeking out the most eminent scholars of his time. This journey was not just about acquiring knowledge, it was a pilgrimage in search of wisdom and truth. The scholars he met, the discussions he engaged in, and the texts he studied all contributed to shaping his understanding and approach to Islamic scholarship. But it was his dedication to the authenticity and preservation of Hadith that truly set him apart. Even in his youth, Muslim displayed a meticulousness and rigor in his studies that were well beyond his years. He was not content with merely learning. He sought to understand, verify, and preserve the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad with the utmost precision and care. In a time when scholarly pursuits often eclipsed other endeavors, Imam Muslim bin al-Hajjaj stood out not just as a beacon of knowledge, but also as a shrewd businessman. His life was a masterful balance between the intellectual and the practical, a duality that speaks volumes about his character and foresight. Nestled in the bustling markets of Nishapur, Imam Muslim ran a thriving clothing business. This venture was far from mere economic activity. It was a reflection of his pragmatic approach to life. He understood that financial independence was crucial in maintaining the integrity of his scholarly work. Free from financial constraints, he was able to pursue his academic interests without compromise or external influence. Yet, Imam Muslim's business acumen was never about accumulating wealth for personal luxury. He saw his earnings as a means to serve greater purposes. Generous to a fault, he channeled his profits into funding his extensive travels across the Islamic world. These journeys were critical in his quest to gather and authenticate hadiths, the very endeavor that would cement his legacy in Islamic scholarship. Moreover, his wealth was a boon for the community. Known for his deep-seated sense of responsibility towards society, Imam Muslim often used his resources to support charitable causes. Whether it was helping the needy or funding the education of aspiring scholars, his generosity knew no bounds. Imam Muslim's life as a scholar and businessman is a powerful narrative that challenges the conventional dichotomy between worldly success and spiritual pursuits. He stands as a testament to the idea that true knowledge and ethical business can not only coexist, but also complement each other, creating a synergy that benefits both the individual and society at large. In Imam Muslim's story, we find a profound lesson that the pursuit of knowledge, when coupled with a righteous and pragmatic approach to life's practicalities, can lead to an extraordinary impact that resonates through the ages. In a world rich with spiritual and intellectual thought, there emerged a figure determined to safeguard the essence of the Prophet Muhammad's teachings. This figure was none other than Imam Muslim bin al-Hajjaj, a man on a mission that would forever change the landscape of Islamic scholarship. As the sun rose over Nishapur, Imam Muslim, fueled by an insatiable thirst for knowledge, embarked on a monumental journey that would lead him through the vast expanses of the Islamic world. His quest was singular in its purpose: to gather, authenticate, and preserve the hadiths, the sayings and actions of the Prophet Muhammad. This journey was not merely about collection, it was a meticulous quest for the absolute truth amidst a sea of varying narratives. With the patience and precision of a master craftsman, Imam Muslim traversed the lands from the bustling streets of Baghdad to the scholarly circles of Egypt, from the historic mosques of Hejaz to the learning centers of Iraq. In each place, he sat with over 220 scholars, each a giant in their own right, absorbing their knowledge, scrutinizing their teachings, and meticulously verifying each hadith. His criteria for acceptance were stringent, his methodology rigorous. Only those hadiths that were transmitted through the most reliable chains of narrators found a place in his work. It was a daunting task, filtering through approximately 300,000 hadiths, each holding the potential to guide or misguide millions. Yet, Imam Muslim's unwavering commitment to accuracy and truth shone through every decision he made. For 15 years, Imam Muslim dedicated his life to this endeavor, a journey that was as spiritual as it was scholarly. Each hadith he chose was a brick in the foundation of what would become one of the most revered collections in Islamic history. His work was not just a compilation. It was a safeguard for the purity of Islamic teachings, a beacon guiding the Ummah through the complexities of life, as taught by the Prophet Muhammad himself. In the annals of Islamic history, few works command as much respect and reverence as Sahih Muslim. Crafted by Imam Muslim bin al-Hajjaj, this compilation is not merely a book. It represents a monumental endeavor in the preservation of Islamic teachings. But what makes Sahih Muslim stand apart in the vast ocean of Islamic literature? Imam Muslim's journey in creating Sahih Muslim was a painstaking one, lasting 15 years. It was an era when the collection and authentication of hadiths, the sayings and actions of the Prophet Muhammad, was not just a scholarly pursuit, but a sacred mission. Sahih Muslim is a culmination of this mission, a beacon of authenticity in a sea of knowledge. The selection process for Sahih Muslim was rigorous and meticulous. Out of an astounding 300,000 hadiths, Imam Muslim chose only those that met his stringent criteria for authenticity. Each hadith in Sahih Muslim had to pass through a complex verification process, ensuring that every word aligned with the truth. This was not just about compiling hadiths, it was about safeguarding the essence of the Prophet's teachings. The impact of Sahih Muslim is profound. It serves as one of the primary references for the teachings of Islam, second only to the Quran and Sahih Bukhari. Scholars and students of Islam turn to Sahih Muslim for guidance, for it offers a clear window into the life and teachings of the Prophet Muhammad. But Sahih Muslim's significance goes beyond its scholarly value. It is a testament to Imam Muslim's dedication, a symbol of his relentless pursuit of knowledge and truth. In its pages lies not just the sayings of the Prophet, but the legacy of a scholar who devoted his life to preserving the purity and authenticity of Islamic teachings. Imam Muslim's persona was a blend of profound spirituality and admirable character. Standing tall with a dignified presence, he was a figure of respect and inspiration in his community. Known for his righteousness, Imam Muslim was not just a scholar in the study room, but also a man of principles in the everyday walk of life. His generosity knew no bounds. Whether it was supporting students of knowledge or aiding the needy, Imam Muslim used his resources to uplift those around him. His deep sense of empathy and charity earned him the affectionate title of benefactor of Nishapur. Despite his stature as a scholar, humility was his closest companion. He remained approachable and kind, always willing to share his vast knowledge with those who sought it. His devotion to the pursuit of truth in Islamic teachings was unwavering, a trait that resonated deeply with his students and peers. The impact of Imam Muslim extends far beyond his lifetime. His passing in 261 AH was not just the loss of a great scholar, but the end of an era in Islamic scholarship. However, his legacy lives on through Sahih Muslim, a work that has continued to guide the Muslim world for centuries. It stands as a testament to his meticulous approach to hadith studies and his unwavering commitment to preserving the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad. Imam Muslim's contribution to Islamic scholarship is immortalized in the hearts and minds of Muslims around the world. His life and works continue to inspire scholars and seekers of knowledge, echoing his profound understanding and respect for the hadith. As once said by his contemporaries, goodness will not cease as long as God keeps you among the Muslims. Imam Muslim's legacy is not just about the knowledge he left behind, but the example he set as a guardian of Islamic heritage.